Hello and welcome to GotSpaceGame. I'm Dan and I'm a complete newbie at Star Citizen. I've been playing for a couple of hours now and there's a lot of stuff that it took me ages to figure out. Pretty much took me that long just to find my spaceship. And that's what we're going to be focusing on today. How to get to your spaceship. And I'm sure we'll touch on some other useful stuff along the way. First thing you'll see that I did there, I got out of bed. Very important. You do that by pressing and holding the Y key. If you want to see what you look like, try pressing F4 and then the Z key, which gives you a free look mode. And as you can see, this is a look. So I'll press I for the inventory. Let's take that helmet off. You're not going to catch me writhing around the floor in Somerset. You can press I to close the inventory. To get out of the door, press and hold F and then click on the door lock. There we go. The mouse wheel controls your default walking speed, so if you want to run everywhere or at least jog, you can scroll the mouse wheel forward a bit and it'll let you. Each floor of these habs has a lift in the centre. The lifts work in the same way as the doors, but they can be a bit janky. If you call it and it doesn't come, just press the call button again and it'll open. Wherever you're going, the lobby's usually a good place to start. There's not much of a HUD to guide you around, but you can see physical signs like the one over the doorway there, and that'll usually tell you where to go. That sign on the floor seems to be pointing to a convenience store. Let's go and check it out. The game has a hunger and a thirst system, and these symbols here mean that I could do with something to eat and drink. This shop seems to sell guns, tools, and food and drink. Let's grab ourselves a coffee. Like every other interaction, hold F and click on the text. With the can in your hand, just click and hold the left mouse button to drink. Let's grab a burrito and get out of here. If you're not sure where you're going, look out for a map like this one. It comes complete with a handy "You are here" sign. The train station's just down these stairs. We can use it to get a train to the starport. Again, look out for the physical sign on the wall opposite. Spaceport's this way. Clock above the door tells you how long you'll have to wait for your train.
Approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Jump on and enjoy the ride. You can even go to the front and pretend to be the driver. It's just like the DLR.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Look out for the exit sign. And the lifts are just at the end of the corridor. Now we want the terminal. Spaceport lobby, again, good place to start. Despite all the twists and turns, this is really just one route going straight through. You got various services upstairs here. That's luxury spacecraft rental on the left. Not what we're after though. We need the hangars. Here we go. I had trouble at first figuring out if I actually had a spaceship. Reason was I didn't know I needed to use one of these terminals. Press the button to bring your spaceship into the hangar.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
Looking
location.
for a good time? For the latest updates on ship availability and gate assignments, please use one of the conveniently located terminals.
Ah, look, some racist graffiti.
Only a quick ride on the metro.
Right, let's take the shuttle to the hangar. We were in Hangar 3.
Ready to up?
And that's our ship. I think everyone on the free play gets one of these. This is something else I had trouble with. You got to get right up close to that button before you can interact with it. ramp, you can go inside. There's a button just inside the door to close the ramp. Great, we're in our ship. I'm just going to open the inventory quickly so that I can put my helmet on. It's probably good practice to keep it on whenever you're not eating, to be honest. All of these internal ship doors just open automatically when you stand next to them. And here's the cockpit. You've got to look down a bit to see the text that you can interact with to sit in your seat. Just like everything else, use the F button to interact. You can use control bindings to get the ship up and running, but I'm from DCS and I love flicking switches. Hold the F key to interact, and at the same time press the Z key to use free look. You can zoom in on the switch panel with the mouse wheel. Start by powering on the ship. Note that the shields came online at the same time. Those take a few seconds to warm up, but they will help protect you from bumping yourself as you exit the docking bay. The next switch in this bank turns the engine on, so let's do that. Those physical screens in front of you are actually multifunction displays. Press menu in the top left to change the mode for each screen. Not really sure what most of these do yet, but they're there. We've got to call air traffic control to get out of this hangar. I'm using my right display to bring up the comms menu. Scroll down to find it. Look for the row that says spaceport and click on the little Wi-Fi icon.
You are clear to launch.
Simple as that. One other tip, you don't want to hang around here too long unnecessarily because you might get done for loitering. You can press F4 to get this external view. Now I've bound a lot of the ship controls to my HOTAS, so be sure to check out my follow-up video on control setting. For now though, use whatever your controls are to thrust up and withdraw your landing gear. Throttle forward and slowly come out of the hangar. Pitch up and keep boosting your afterburners to get out of the atmosphere as quick as you can. You can press the Z key to look around the cockpit, either using your mouse or if you've got controls bound to look around. Not much to see on the night side of the planet though. You can bring up the star map with F2 and use this to select your destination. This is the planet we're near. Use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom in, and double click the planet to see the destinations available to you. I'm going to keep zooming in, and there's this space station just above the starport we just left. Let's try that for our first trip. Double click the destination, and then click Set Route. It's appeared there on the navigation list to our left. F2 to exit back to the ship. You can press and hold boost to go faster. Also there's a speed limiter control. It's represented by that little square next to your speed tape. It's set to the mouse wheel by default and you want that all the way at the top. That very small triangle is pointing to the destination, so let's try and line up with it. Let's look out of the top to get a look at it. You can see it's a square when it's in our field of view. I can tap B to spool up my quantum drive. It's kind of like a jump drive. And keep my nose on the destination until it's fully spooled up and fully calibrated. Ready to go. Once you get this message, you're ready to jump. It's pretty dark here, so let's use a radar ping to see where we're going. We can request landing in the same way that we took off.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
It can be hard to see on the HUD, but this is the symbol for your landing bay. Make sure you get the right one, otherwise you'll get done for loitering. It's quite easy to lose track of it as you're flying around, so try to keep it in view if you can. I don't know if there's a way to declutter the HUD here, but that would be useful. Anyway, look for the open door in the landing bay. Keep your speed down and use lateral thrusters to try and line up. Make sure the landing gear's down. And slowly fly yourself in. I wasn't sure about this at first, but you're landing inside the hangar in front of you rather than on the platform outside. You can turn on your headlights with the L switch, they're not that powerful. The hangar's actually a lot bigger than it looks. Ease yourself forward to the landing pad. And use downward thrusters to put yourself on the ground.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Let's shut down the engines. And the power.
Your systems are offline.
Press and hold Y to get out of the pilot seat. Don't forget to close the ramp before you head off into the station. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but I wouldn't leave my car open. I've been Dan and you've been watching GotSpaceGame, your home for indie, sci-fi and simulation gaming on YouTube. This was my first Star Citizen video, so let me know with a comment below if you'd like to see more of these. Bye for now.